Okay, welcome back to 8th grade math. We're going to do some of this kuta worksheet, and we're going to attempt to also do the 5.3 reteach, so we'll see how this goes. As you recently learned, you have three different definitions: corresponding angles, which if you have your two parallel lines, corresponding angles are like this and this, or they are here and here, or here and here, or here and here. Alternate interior angles, if you have your two parallel lines, are on the inside, so it would either be these two or it would be these two. And alternate exterior, if you have your two parallel lines, they're on the alternate side of the transversal and on the outside of the parallel lines. That'd be those two, or these two. And the last one says consecutive interior. And consecutive interior are the same side interior, and these are not the same. These add to give you 180 degrees. So that's the new one. We have not done that, consecutive interior. Okay, so how about if I do the second column with you? This and this, these are on the alternate sides of the transversal, and they are on the exterior of the parallel lines. So these are alternate exterior, and they are the same. So x would equal y. These are, I'm used to saying same side interior, consecutive interior, consecutive interior. And so x plus y will equal 180. And this is new. You have not learned that topic yet. In number 6, these are on the alternate side of the transversal and on the exterior of the parallel lines. So alternate exterior. And again, with everything except the consecutive interior, they are equal. Okay, in number 8, these are your parallel lines. This is your transversal. These are alternate exterior. There's a theme in this last column, so they are the same. In number 10, these are your parallel lines. This is your transversal, so you're looking here and here. Those are corresponding. In 12, these are alternate interior, which means they're the same, so this is 84. In 14, these are also alternate interior, so they are on the alternate side of the transversal, which I just drew, and they're on the inside of the parallel lines, so they're the same angle again, so 111 degrees. In 16, these are alternate exterior. On the alternate side of the transversal, on the exterior of the parallel lines, so this is also 47 degrees. In number 18, these are alternate interior. Alternate sides of the transversal on the inside of the parallel lines, so these are the same. In 20, these are corresponding. So they are the same. So 11x minus 2 would have to equal 75. In order to solve this, you would get the x alone. First, you would move the 2 over. So 11x would equal 77. And then you would divide by that funky 11. So x is 7. So when you plug 7 in, 7 times 11 is 77, minus 2 is 75. You might just want to check, and yes, that works. They're the same. In 22, these are alternate interior, so they are the same. So x plus 139 would equal 132. Your goal in life is to get x alone, so you need to move the 139 over, by subtraction, because you're undoing the order of operations. So x would equal negative 7. That makes good sense because you need that to be a 132. In 24, these are corresponding. So this angle and this angle are the same, so we're going to set them equal to each other. Now, you have an x on both sides of the equation. You want all of your x's together, and it's kind of nice if they're on the left. So I'm going to move the 23x to the left. So negative 2x plus 5 would equal negative 5. And then you're going to move all the numbers to the opposite side. So negative 2x equals negative 10. And then divide by negative 2 to isolate your x. So you would get 5. So if you plug 5 into this and 5 into this, you should get the exact same answer. In 26, it says find the measure of the angle in bold. I definitely see this bold, and this bold, and I think that one's the bold one. So these are same side interior, or that's corresponding, or, what's that word? I gotta go back to it. Consecutive. It just came to me. Consecutive interior, also known as same side interior. That's how I learned it. Consecutive interior. So together they add to give you 180. So 20x plus 5 plus 24x minus 1 will give you 180. So 20x and 24x is 44x. Your numbers are 5 and negative 1, which is 4. Go ahead and subtract 4 because you're wanting to get the x alone. And then when you divide by 44, you get 4. Because 4 times 4 is 16, and then 4 times 4 is 16, plus 1 is 17. So the question is, what is this angle? So you need to plug that back in. So you have 80 plus 5, which is 85. And if you want to check, this should then be whatever 180 minus 85 is. So this should be 95 if you want to check. Okay. And then in 28, again, it's the same thing. It's the consecutive interior. So together they add to give you 180. So you would have 2x. I'm just sort of like adding them, x plus x. I should just write this out. X plus 109 plus x plus 89 is 180. So then you have 109 plus 89. 9 and 9 is 18, so you have 198. And then you would subtract 198. So 2x equals negative 18. Divide by 2. So x equals negative 9. And then you need to plug negative 9 into the bold one. And negative 9 plus 89 is 80. And if you want to check, this should be 100. And it is, because negative 9 plus 109 is 100. So you know you did that right. Very exciting. Alright, this reteach is nothing new. It's basically just explaining that the three angles of a triangle will always add up to 180. So, you would add these two up, 58 and 42, which is 100. And then you would do 180 minus the 100 to be left with 80. So 80 is your answer for x. Remember, the pictures are not necessarily drawn to scale. You do need to go with the numbers, but when you get your answer, you do want to make sure it makes sense. And there's also this whole lovely spot below that I totally blew past filling in. So you can just not worry about that. We'll fill it in for this one. How's that sound? Alrighty, so the measure of angle J is x. That's right here. The measure of angle K is right here, 32. And the measure of angle L is right there at 90. Together, those add to give 180. So 32 and 90 is 122. So together that would add to give you 180. You need to get the x alone by subtracting 122. And then you will need to borrow. So 10 minus 2 is 8. 7 minus 2 is 5. And that is your answer, 58 degrees. Okay, so the measure of angle x is x. The measure of angle y is 35. The measure of angle z is 35. And together that will give you 180. 35 and 35 is 70. You want to put your like terms together. And then isolate your x, so get rid of the 70 using reverse order of operations. You're undoing addition by subtraction. So the measure of angle x is 110 degrees. The measure of angle u is x. The measure of angle v, see the v right here? So that's 20. And the measure of angle w, here's w, at 122. Put your like terms together. 20 and 122 is 142. Oh. And when you subtract 142 from both sides, you will get x equaling 38. So, in class, we are going to finish this first column of these 3 pages, and then we will finish this practice. You are totally equipped to do all of this right now. If you have some extra time, that'd be great. What you don't finish in class is homework. This will be also part of your homework, and then your next video will start here. Actually, we're probably going to cross this whole page off, so your next video will start later. It'll start right there, 5, 3, 6. Okay. Hopefully that made great sense. This is kind of review tonight, so it should be feeling good. Your test over this unit is coming up. As soon as we finish the packet, you'll get a practice test, and then you can ace your test because you can do all of this. You have all the tools to be successful in your hand. Have a lovely evening. Thank you for tuning in to 8th grade math.